me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass captain publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really about this house. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Jay Prince on Houston Street. I caught the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way and it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken from about the 12, and he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Yeah, we got more where that came from. Gun. Stop.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Drake London, 27 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Play action, now it's Brady. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. Well, this is taken in, it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. We'll go ahead and strap in. Less than 2 minutes in, have a score on one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now, their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here we go.
6 yards left on second down.
11.
Burrow will throw. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And caught by London. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on a skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw brought in by Watson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Gun.
They hand this off to Harris. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Airing one out for Boyd. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Brady now on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, Colts. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Colts have moved out in front. Extra point, up and go from Santoso. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Brady. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Brady now on first down. Out route to Hill, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Slant pass to Bull. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Tom Brady, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now 21-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Are you kidding me?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building it.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now Burrow on first down. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Drake London with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score in the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Brady to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Throwing on first down is Brady. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good for Santoso. Back to 14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. In motion left goes Boyd. On first down, Brady. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
From the 29, Brady. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number one job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Again, it's Burrow. Into the hands of London. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 38, Burrow. And Watson has it right side. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Complete once again to Watson. Whistles come in and a timeout. We'll see if they try to run one more quick hitter, or will they go ahead and kick the field goal here. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, there's a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Bass is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this throw will be intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now here's another carry for Harris. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Drake London saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jags have got it back to within a score. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally,
he's got him in, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Calais Campbell busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
11 MP.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
So a big return there, Charles, on what was a pretty dangerous throw to the outside.
it sure was, Brandon. That's the risk you run on a throw like this. If it's intercepted, a lot of times this is a pick 6. So good also to get back and get him down. But, boy, that's a throw you've really got to be sure of if you're going to work the perimeter of the field.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Harris. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double team.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Najee Harris
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line.
That's good for our Colts.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Brady. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. Touchdown! The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good from Santoso. They will take a 7-point lead. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the... And he's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. 1st down. Here's Burrow. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Drake London, the intended receiver there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 58 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's going to, something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Brady now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now Brady got to have this one. This is caught. It's Woods. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Colts answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you ever see something? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. On the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here we go, here we go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
11.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Noah Fant, a 16-yard touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Stuck for the loss by Devin White. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On 2nd and 12, Brady. Got his man, it's Woods. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw, Brady. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that, that could finish things off for them.
Now Burrow. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
First down, Jaguars.
On 2.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And now off to the races down the right side. 61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. The Jaguars season will continue at least one more week.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside.